For over 3,000 years, the story of Troy has echoed across time. It is a tale of love and loss, of gods and mortals, of honor and betrayal. The Trojan War, an epic conflict that has shaped our understanding of heroism, speaks not only of battles fought, but of the human spirit's deepest struggles. From the pages of Homer's Iliad to the very stones of the city itself, Troy's legend endures. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the ancient world's most famous war, a saga of kings and warriors, gods and fate. Our story begins not on the battlefield, but with a golden apple and the whims of the gods. The Prince of Troy, Paris, was chosen to decide a contest of beauty between the goddesses Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite. The prize? A golden apple inscribed with the words, "To the fairest." Promises of power and glory filled his ears, but it was Aphrodite who sealed his fate, offering him the love of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. And so, with the gods watching, Paris made his choice. But he could not know that in claiming Helen, he had lit the first spark of a war that would engulf two mighty worlds. Helen, Queen of Sparta, the wife of King Menelaus, was soon swept away by Paris to the distant city of Troy. This act of love, or perhaps lust, ignited a fury in Greece. Menelaus called upon his brother Agamemnon, and together they rallied the kings and warriors of Greece, Odysseus, the cunning, Achilles, the invincible, and Ajax, the strong. Thousands of ships set sail across the Aegean Sea, carrying with them the hopes of reclaiming Helen and exacting vengeance upon Troy. For 10 long years the Greeks laid siege to Troy. The gods themselves took sides, with Athena guiding the Greeks and Apollo defending the Trojans. Day after day, the Greeks stormed the walls, and day after day, the Trojans, led by their noble prince Hector, fought back. Yet, despite the bloodshed, Troy's walls stood firm. The battles, though glorious, took their toll on both sides. Heroes clashed. Achilles, a warrior touched by the divine, became the greatest of them all, striking down countless Trojans. But even heroes are bound by the threads of fate, as we soon discover. In a tragic turn, Achilles, in anger, withdrew from the fight after a bitter dispute with Agamemnon. Yet the war continued. Achilles' dear friend Patroclus donned his armor and led the Greeks into battle in his place. But fate is cruel. Patroclus fell by the hand of Hector, Prince of Troy. Achilles' heart broke, and his grief gave way to wrath. With the fire of vengeance burning within him, he sought out Hector on the field of battle. And there, beneath the gaze of gods and men, Achilles took Hector's life in single combat, dragging his body in a merciless display of fury. After 10 years of fruitless siege, it was not force of arms that brought Troy to its knees, but cunning. Odysseus, famed for his wits, devised the final ruse, a great wooden horse, hollow and filled with the bravest of Greek warriors. Believing it to be a gift of peace, the Trojans brought the horse into their city. That night, as the Trojans slept, the Greeks emerged from the horse and opened the gates, allowing the entire Greek army to storm Troy. Flames consumed the city, the mighty walls fell, and the great city of Troy, once thought invincible, was reduced to ash and ruin. And so fell Troy. The city that had stood against the greatest warriors of Greece was no more. But the legacy of its people and its heroes lived on in the stories that followed. Helen returned to Greece, but the cost of her love was immeasurable. Achilles, the greatest of the Greek warriors, would meet his own fate soon after. The tale of Troy is not just a story of war. It is a story of human frailty, of love and pride, of glory and tragedy. It reminds us that even the greatest cities, the mightiest of men, can fall. But their stories, told and retold, endure forever. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through the Trojan War. If you were captivated by the heroes and gods of this ancient tale, subscribe for more stories of myth and history. What do you think? Was it fate, love, or pride that doomed Troy? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and together, let's unravel the mysteries of the past.